Welcome to everyone, guys. I'm just gonna add this on Twitter. Just give me a few more seconds. Just a few more seconds, okay? I'm going live right now. Okay, I posted it on Twitter. All right. Now I'm gonna get it underway. Fine. Okay, that's it. And let's grind it out. Let's see how this is gonna look like. I'm having odds, I know. 1 second. Uh, 1 second, okay. I just need. Okay. All right. There you can check it. Fine. I'm just gonna go with this like. Ooh, this fight card is looking at least a bit odd, you know. They reslated some bouts, and I already have some potential picks. What is BFL? When is that? April 28th. Maybe I'm gonna record one video on it. Just maybe. Yeah. BFL. Okay, maybe I'm gonna record the video tomorrow. I will see. What I need to say is this UFC. This UFC is really looking outstanding. As the way I've seen so many last minute changes, and we got Okinawan fighter debut at Tsura Taira versus Carlos Candelario. The first one is going to be Taira to win for -240. Candelario, I don't think he will last much against Taira, but again, Taira to win inside the distance, +110. Like Taira decision. I like Taira decision, +200, and I like Taira inside the distance for +110. If you want to fish for plus odds, that's something I'm pretty much looking forward to here. So let's see how is this gonna look like. Yeah, I think Taira fight potentially goes the distance. Gina Mazany versus Shanna Young, going with Gina Mazany. Next one, Gina Mazany to win for -160. Mazany decision. Hello there, the dude. How are you? Mazany decision. Mazany decision. +170. It's +170 from what I can see. Gonna be my way to view the world on this one. Anyway, yeah, that's how I'm looking forward to it and to this process. Also, super chats and super thanks are also available starting today. So it really means a lot to me, you know. Really much means a lot to me, and this is great. This really is great. Then I will take a look. I will take a look at the next fight, which is Mike Breeden versus Nathan Levy. There are some potential, on this fight, but Nathan Levy just too heavy favorite, like minus 200. Nathan Levy didn't do well in his last outing. Like, I'm picking Levy, but I would fade that fight if you ask me. I would fade that fight. Levy versus Briden. Nathan Levy to win for minus 200. I would say Levy versus Briden, no distance. It's plus 110, I think. I think that's a plus value. But I'm fading this fight. More I study, less I know, literally. More I study, less I know about that fight. And Levy's unorthodox style might be a problem to anybody. That's what I believe. So, in general, Levy all day, good fade. Yes, I'm fading that fight, man. I'm fading that fight because Levy's unorthodox style and his previous outings, like, I don't know, not confident. Johan Lainez versus Gabriel Green. Picking Johan to win. Johan to win for plus 125. Can Johan finish? Thanks for the picks. No problems, man. Can Johan finish? I'm not sure. Green is not easy guy to finish. Let me say Johan versus KO TKO plus 325. But I'm already picking plus value, so this already is a plus value, so no need to like. I already have a side pick, as the Rangy boy says. Vlad is already having a side pick on this one, so this is already plus by picking Johan. Gabriel Green is tough guy to deal with, not easy to finish. I think this is gonna be the fireworks, especially this fight. Lots of ups and downs gonna happen, but only one is gonna stay. I think only one of us is gonna stay. Oh, thank you, man. Thanks a lot, man, for this super. I see a lot of decision this card. Me also. I'm seeing a lot of decisions also. So, like, me too, man. Me too. Green Linus. I also like Johan decision, but like plus 3-0. I also like those odds. Plus 325, plus 300. That's the way it goes. Like for me. So the next fight. Which one is the next fight? Romanov Sherman. Romanov to win already. Romanov to win minus 200. I have Romanov UD win. It should be at least close to plus. The best I can give you is Romanov UD. Like, if the other guy survives until the final bell. That is the best I can give you. Romanov round one. I'm going to tell you one thing. I have a dilemma on that one. And you know why I have the dilemma? Because Romanov is better wrestler, but Romanov likes pressing his opponents against the cage, as well as you know. So that kind of scares me a bit with round one stoppage. I mean, he can stop the fight if he wants to. But Romanov is more of a wrestler and the cage guy. So, but yeah, Romanov round one is going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a plus value also either. Let me check. Hold on, I'm going to check that odds checker. Need to check the odds checker. Hold on. Odds checker, I'm watching something. Hold on. All sports. Where is MMA? 105. Let me see all odds. But who cares? Not released yet, man. Like only 105 or in decimal minus 2000. Valdez or Shakur? I got Valdez. Count me in, man. Put me on that bandwagon. Hello, Ginge. Oh man, I don't know. Romanov odds not released yet. Hello, guys. I assume Romanov round 2 gonna be plus value, right? I know. I think round 1 Romanov, I don't think it's gonna be plus value. I'm not saying that I disagree, just not sure whether it's gonna be plus or not. But round 2 is usually plus in many cases, but this is like minus 2000. I placed daily reminder Jose Aldo beats Connor in a rematch and Ben beats Masvidal 9 times out of 10. Of course, Jose Aldo beats Connor in the rematch, absolutely. But UFC will never let that rematch happen, especially Jose Aldo is bantamweight now and Conor McGregor is welterweight or lightweight. He will never drop to featherweight again. Also, Ben Masvidal, that's an interesting pick. I don't know for Romanov, guys, what to tell you, as odds are not released yet. But like, if you really want to plus value, go with Romanov UD. Like, if you really want to gamble, this is just what I would do. But again, you don't have to follow the pieces of advice. Daniel da Silva versus Francisco Figueiredo. Now this is interesting. Daniel da Silva is a favorite, which is interesting considering the fact that Figgy might fight until the last dying breath. Fight goes to decision minus 125. I prefer fight goes to decision over the Silva's or Figueiredo's victory. So, Figgy versus Silva. Figgy versus Silva. Fight goes the distance is minus 125. Figgy to win plus 110. Figgy decision. How much is Figgy decision? Plus 240. Yeah, I also see a lot of decisions coming up this card. Not gonna be as entertaining as the previous fight card. I mean, if you know what I mean, it's not gonna be super exciting as the previous fight card. But again, Figgy to win sounds okay to me. I mean, the Silva is also a great guy. Gonna be a close fight. Darren Elkins versus Tristan Connolly. I'm heavy on Elkins here. Elkins to win for minus 165. This is main card. Sorry. Elkins to win via decision. I just need to give timestamps. Just give me 1 second, please, guys. Is it Elkins versus... Yeah, this is main card. Elkins decision. Plus 140. Analyzing preliminary card until minute 13, then transitioning to main card until then chit-chatting with my friends. I always write my picks, so even if you're not a member, you can see them, but of course later. Of course, you can see them later if you're not a member, so not a problem to me though. But yeah, also please don't forget to check my latest video game video. As I released something I found on my old PC, which I was playing 11 years ago. Jay Collier via submission. Anything is possible in that fight, like Arlovsky Arlovsky is at the end of his career, but he's still fighting. Thrilled by this guy. Gerald Mershard versus Krzysztof Jotko. I've got two potential odds. One is Mershard submission. Mershard submission probably gonna be around plus 3-0, as Mershard inside the distance is plus 250. I've got Jotko decision as a backup pick in that fight. Jotko decision is Jotko decision is plus 210. Only two potential outcomes in that fight. Marlon Vera via submission. Everything is possible. That fight, Vera versus Font, that's gonna be a barn burner. That's gonna be a banger. I would love to see it. Darren, Elkins, Tristan, Connolly. I told you, Jared Gordon, Grant Dawson. Now, I might get criticized because of this fight, but I'm actually leaning Dawson, but very slightly. Like, very, very slightly leaning Dawson. Like, I'm fading this fight, just to know I'm not gonna put it on my predictions, on my, like, I didn't put it on my card. I put only Tatsura Teiro to win and Alexander Romanov to win. So I'm gonna fade this fight because to me this one is a super close and the line should be closer. But Grant Dawson to win, like Grant Dawson to win for minus 165. Dawson decision. But it could go either way, so I'm fading this fight. I'm not sure. This is just what I think is going to happen, but I'm fading, just to know. Dawson decision plus 160. Of course, I'm gonna give you more detailed picks after the weigh-in, as well as you know. Of course, as well as you know. But we'll see. Then, next one. Well, I'm looking forward to the upcoming fight between Andre Fili and Janderson Brito. I'm pretty much heavy on Fili, especially because of his last outings. I explained everything video by video. I mean, if you watch my early predictions, I always elaborate everything. So, like, there is no need to repeat everything, but you can also watch my early prediction videos. And I'm trying to tell you that those early prediction videos are something that I look early in the game for the fighters. It's something that helps me discover which are the most potential and the most probable options for betting. Of course, I might change it when the lines start closing in, but I'm pretty much heavy on Philly. Does anyone know anything about filmmaking? Trying to start a long dream of mine, but unsure where to start. For example, good inexpensive cameras, resources, and the basics. Thank you. I'm using Camtasia Studio, but if you really want a professional program, you should buy Sony Vegas 14. That's a very professional program. I think it costs around $30-40. And about cameras, I don't know. I'm using this camera in the laptop because I travel a lot. So I don't know. There are probably great cameras all around the globe, but I'm traveling a lot, so I don't have that possibility. I have to do like this because I'm moving a lot. My job depends me to move a lot. So Vera Mershard and Collier all via submission plus 50,000. Ooh, that's awesome. That's an excellent value. Heavy on Philly to win for minus 260. I think Philly decision. I don't see Philly finishing Janderson Brito. Unfortunately, I see a lot of decisions in this card. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I just hope I'm wrong this time. Philly wins by decision plus 150. Philly decision plus 150. That's something I'm really much looking forward to see. So yeah, that's okay to me. I mean, that's pretty much okay to me. Like to see Philly via decision. Why not? Why not? Philly via decision makes sense to me. I don't know what you think about it, guys, but Philly decision pretty much makes sense to me. So that's actually okay, if you know what I mean. Philly decision definitely gives me wings. I think Philly wins that match. I'm like giving 80% of chances to Philly. Now let's go to the next. Andrei Arlovsky versus Jay Collier. I like few odds here. I like Arlovsky decision and I like Collier submission. So Arlovsky decision plus 140. Philly decision, Andre all day. Arlovsky decision plus 140. Straight pick, very unsure. Let's say 51% Arlovsky, but I'm super unsure on this one. I also like Collier submission. So let me see the odd for Collier submission. Collier submission is plus 120. That's awesome. Plus 120. But I like Collier decision. I like also Collier decision because it might go all the way. Collier decision plus 260. This is also a decent bet. I don't see Andrei Arlovsky finishing this guy as he lost his punch power, but the fact is, yes, the guy lost his punch power. That's true. But I would like to say that the loss of a punch power has been pretty much affected by his age. It's strange that Arlovsky still has a decent chin. Like when people told me that, I had to rewatch his last 3 matches. Hello, Cowboy, how are you, Silver Highwayman? The truth is, yes, at the age of 44, the guy still has a decent chin. Very decent chin. Not being much damaged, though. So, what could I say about that upcoming fight? Yeah, I have those 3 potential picks, and I mean that's kind of strange. That's kind of total strange. No, that's totally strange, but it works. It still works. Marlon Vera versus Rob Font. My initial pick was Rob Font to win, so Font to win is minus 135. I like also Font KO TKO, which is, let me see how much, but he has to knock him out early on if he wants a KO TKO win. Other than that, if the fight advances into later rounds, Vera is a cardio bull, and everybody knows that. Font inside the distance plus 3-0. Inside the distance plus 3-0. That's okay. Again, I like Vera decision or Vera submission. So Vera decision, yeah, there is a good chance this fight will go the distance. Vera decision plus 275. Plus 275. Or Vera submission. Odd not available yet. Here, my bookie odd is not available yet, but it's probably above plus 300. Thank you, Silver Highwayman. So that's like for this card. Then we're gonna go with the chit chat. Just 1 second until minute 25. I'm gonna give you my round robin. First, I'm gonna tell you my parlay. My parlay is Taira minus 240 plus Romanov. Romanov used to be minus 1700 at my bookie, just to know. Now the value is even more below. But just to know, the value was minus 1700. Taira was minus 2400. So I'm not gonna get much money if those two guys score a victory. This is my parlay, but I need to give you round robin. So let me see who did I pick from the underdogs, because I rarely watch who is the underdog, but usually I'm around few of them. Underdogs. Let me see. Mershart, Linus, Mershart, Linus. Round robin, Mershart. You can play plus 150 or Mershart submission around plus 30. How are you, Amar? Then Linus to win. Mazany, Philly, Elkins, Taylor, Linus. That's also mod. Linus to win plus 125. And I need to give you, because there is no like clean underdog pick, I need to give you something else for the round robin. Actually, there is. I picked Francisco Figueiredo. Figueiredo to win plus 110. That's my expectation. Like, let me see how much money would that be. I have to put it into the calculator. That is my calculator. There it is. Okay. Let me see if you invest $10 times. All right. Times 2.25 times maybe around 25 minutes. Thanks, Cowboy. That's your parlay that matched my picks. I took your advice on Johan. Thank you so much. If you follow the first round robin, 118.125 bucks if you invest $10. And now let's see if you follow Mershard submission. So that's 10 times 4 times 2.25 times 2.1. That's $189. Okay. What do you think of Jared Gordon fight? Actually, I'm gonna fade that fight. I am super unsure. This is my least confident pick of the night. But if I must pick a side, I'm gonna say Dawson, or I'm gonna say fight goes the distance. But honestly, fight goes to decision is minus 195, but I'm fading that fight. I only put money on Taira and Romanov, so it's not like that I'm gonna get much money if they win. But Romanov was minus 1700 at my bookie, and Taira was minus 240 or minus 235. Hold on, let me check. Just a second. Taira was minus 235 and Romanov was minus 170. That was at my bookie. Book is bad this week. Yes. I told you on Tuesday they let me invest. So when you want to bet on UFC, the earliest you can do is Tuesday if the fight takes place on Saturday. So I only bet on UFC. I don't bet on other promotions. I do give predictions to help fans as well, as you know, because I love this sport, etc. But I only bet on UFC. So only when is a UFC event, main event prediction, I'm going with Font, but I'm not confident. Very much not confident because Vera is so unpredictable. He has better ground game. Font should have better punches, but I doubt he will knock Vera out. Though if I must pick a method, I would go Font inside the distance or Font KO TKO. I do think Font has what it takes to keep Vera away for 3 rounds or maybe 3.5 rounds, but I'm worried what's going to happen if the fight advances into championship rounds. Exactly, I'm afraid of championship rounds. So that's why I'm unsure, because this is 5 rounds, not 3 rounds. Do you like Taira to win? I placed a bet on him, yes. I placed a bet on him and I placed a bet on Romanov. So yes, I do like both of them to win. Taira was at my bookie minus 235 and Romanov was minus 170. So I'm not gonna get God knows how much money, but I only put $5. So I'm doing this for fun. I already told you, but I'm always giving odds, predictions, picks to my fans. So if it can help somebody, I'm really much looking forward to it. I believe Mazany gets it done. Minus 160 for Mazany. I do think Mazany gonna win via decision. If you wanna play like decision, I think it's gonna be plus value. I was already discussing that, but I can check it out. Mazany minus 160. Mazany to win. Fight goes to the Mazany via decision is plus 170. The first fight of the card is Carlos Candelario versus Tatsuro Taira. I think Taira wins the first one. He is the first ever Okinawan in the world of UFC. Philly versus Brito. I'm giving 80% of chances to Philly. I didn't place him on my parlay. I was thinking until the last moment, but I picked Philly to win. I picked Philly to win, but I didn't put him in my parlay. I have more confidence in Tairo than Philly. Philly wins that. I also say Philly is going to win, but I do think it's not going to be an easy fight for him, potentially via decision. But I don't see how Brito wins unless it's a lucky KO or some kind of a lucky punch, which I doubt is going to happen. Oh, thank you, Amar, man. Thank you. You rock, man. You really are an awesome guy. Thanks, man. You really are an awesome guy. You rock today with donations, guys. You really are awesome, man. Just to know, super thanks are also available. So even if I'm not live, thank you, Amar. Even if I'm not live, if you want to donate, you can do this, but on uploaded videos, not on streamed videos, only on uploaded videos. And I started uploading some video game like 11 years ago, and I just became nostalgic, I just became extremely, extremely nostalgic. You're not confident in Philly. 80% Philly. Philly to win. That's how much. I'm giving to Philly to win. Tristan Connolly. I think Connolly going to lose. I'm giving advantage to Darren Elkins. 60% Elkins. 60% Elkins. 80% Philly to win. I can tell you the percentage. Tatsuro Taira, I'm giving him 82%. And to Romanov, I'm giving it. Oh, I'm fading Nathan Levy fight. Man, I'm so scared. Nathan Levy has so unorthodox style. This fight is a pick'em to me. I'm fading that fight. If I really must pick a side, I'm gonna say Levy, but this is 50-50. I'm fading that fight. Sorry, man, I'm fading that fight. Not impersonal, but Levy can win in the first second, and he can play some kind of weird games for 3 rounds. So you know what happened in his last match. Sorry, man, I'm fading that fight. If you say Vlad pick a side, I'm gonna say Levy, but I'm fading that fight. So your personal preference. I think it's a 50-50. So I'm scared because of Levy's unorthodox style. So you know what I mean, man. You know what I mean by that. I'm worried, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm extremely worried about Levy versus Breeden, and I'm not going to be surprised if Breeden pulls it out. What happened in his last fight? Well, the fact is, in his last fight, that Nathan Levy was a massive underdog. A massive favorite against Rafa Garcia. And guess what? Rafa Garcia outworked him, and you know how? Because Rafa Garcia was moving step forward, step backward, step forward, step backward, step forward, step backward, step forward, step backward. And Nathan Levy was unable to find the range. So I think that Mike Breeden has a very high level fight IQ. So his fight IQ might be a great point to victory. You know how Belal Muhammad outsmarted Vicente Luque? Well, I do think we might see a reprise in that fight in Nathan Levy versus Mike Breeden, as Mike Breeden's fight IQ is pretty much on point. So that kind of scares me. I was working on that drill with my coach. My coach was showing me that drill, and that drill is pretty much effective against guys like Nathan Levy or Vicente Luque, guys with unorthodox styles, with unorthodox fighting style who attacks calves a lot, who move like cats but don't do too many lateral movements. Unfortunately, Nathan Levy has some karate background, but it surprises me that he doesn't have much of a lateral movement. He's super entertaining to watch. I think Rafa Garcia is a lot better than Breeden. I think he is better, but not like way better. He is better because Rafa Garcia moves laterally. Breeden didn't move laterally, but if he has normal coaches, and I do believe he has, I mean, every normal coach, if you rewatch the last fight of Nathan Levy, if you rewatch his last fight, Mike Money Breeden, he's trained by Glory MMA and Fitness. Okay, they have okay coaches. The problem with that is the fact that if he has, let's say, at least normal coach, he will tell him to try to move to the side and to stay away from central line. Every normal coach will tell him to do that against Nathan Levy, or to try to cut the range and probably drag the fight to the ground. So Nathan Levy has a lot of downsides, plus he is extremely vulnerable to low kicks, which is another downside because he doesn't move laterally. He is very vulnerable to calf kicks, because as well as you know, calf kicks are extremely brutal when your leg touches the ground. When your leg is in the air and relaxed, calf kick is not going to cause much damage. But the problem with Nathan Levy is the fact that he is almost always on the ground. Like if he checks a leg kick, he will check it, but you cannot check a calf kick properly as long as your leg is on the feet. It is called closed kinetic chain. We call it in Serbia closed kinetic chain. Maybe you call it differently, but that it means the following. I'm gonna write you. I'm writing now. I wrote you the explanation, so if you don't understand it, just ask me. I will try to explain in some other way around. Who has the grappling advantage? Unfortunately, Levy's grappling is not on point, especially against Breeden. Levy is better in striking, but in long-range striking. Even in the clinch, it could be tricky. And Levy doesn't have much of the lateral movements. He is still like doing that, how you say, he's still doing that type of UFC that was popular like 4 or 5 years ago. He didn't evolve as the time goes by. He's not evolving. He is not adjusting to the new level MMA because there are no lateral moves, there are no many stance switches, and on the ground I have to give advantage to Breeden. So that's one of the reasons why I'm fading that fight. You're not gonna see me close to that fight. I'm gonna be miles away from that fight because so many parameters are telling me that this is a really 50-50 fight and I don't want to risk. I'm fading it. I'm fading it for a good reason. So maybe just bad judgment, but I'm discussing different technical aspects of the game. And also, karatekas are extremely vulnerable to those leg kicks. That's number one, and brutally vulnerable vulnerable to calf kicks. And am I scared because of that? Oh yeah. Believe me, oh yeah. You know how Tyson Pedro chopped Ike Villanueva. I mean, Ike Villanueva and Nathan Levy cannot be compared. Nathan Levy is way more durable. He has better movements, etc. But one kick to the calf, or maybe 2 or 3 kicks to the calf, when your leg is on the ground, when your whole foot is on the ground, is going to destroy your leg. It's going to paralyze your tibial nerve. And it might also paralyze your whole leg, which will lead to a potential TKO victory. So I'm scared, man. I'm honestly very, very scared, especially because of Levy's stance. He's fighting on some kind of modified sideways stance. It scares me. Levy relies on his athleticism. Levy has better cardio, if that means something to you. To me, it doesn't mean much, but if it means something to you, he offers better cardio, yes. I think Levy is not going to guess that easily. That's how I see. That's how I see the whole fight. Coming up. If you ask me about the cardio, I'm giving to Levy like 9 out of 10, to Breeden 7 out of 10. If we're gonna like try to, if we're gonna try to stay into the spirit of things and see what is gonna look better, I will have to say this is a better choice for me. Chandler versus Primus. There was some brutal calf kicks that Brand Primus used to beat Chandler. It was very brutal. Interestingly, I was expecting better calf kick defense on the end of Chandler, but calf kicks are actually excellent against pressure fighters. When somebody constantly marches forward and attacks you very aggressively, you can piece him up with calf kicks. But if your fighter is defensive-minded, or a mixture like Gregory Rodriguez Robocop, calf kicks are not going to have much of the advantage, especially if he offers good step back or good step drag backwards, if you know what I mean. So, and if he keeps his legs relaxed, that's also going to be another big problem for the guy trying to land calf kicks, because he's not going to make a significant amount of damage. So with calf kicks, the best thing you can do is to stay away from the path of the attack. That's what I would suggest you. But I can also give you another very, very great piece of advice, which is like, if you want to check them, relax your leg. Just to check a leg kick, you need to contract your leg. This time, relax your leg. Just relax it, please. Relax it as much as you can, and it's not going to hurt much. Yes, Chandler was the aggressor and Primus disabled Chandler with calf kicks. Against the aggressors, those kicks are going to work. For example, O'Malley's fight IQ against Chris Moutinho was pretty much off point because Moutinho was the aggressor and O'Malley didn't land a single calf kick or a single oblique kick. And oblique kicks can also stop aggressors, but you risk takedowns. You risk to get taken down. And if you miss oblique kick, you are staying open for Dagestani single leg takedown, especially for that Dagestani single leg takedown, because the opponent will probably attack your leading leg. So I haven't seen a single oblique kick or calf kick attempt from Sean O'Malley in that fight. John Jones loved the oblique kicks. I love them too. They are very much useful. But I'm telling you, if you miss, you might get taken down Dagestani style. So it is very, very, very dangerous for you if you miss. But of course, if you hit your opponent many times in a row, you can destroy his kneecap, and especially jumping side kick to the knee. If you miss, it's a knee break. Just look at the fight between Modestas Bakauskas and Khalil Roundtree. That jumping side kick to the knee, that version of oblique kick is very, very brutal. I love it. But of course, if you miss, you're fucked up, because the opponent is gonna grab your lead leg if he knows to wrestle. If he doesn't know to wrestle, like for example Stephen Thompson, that's the perfect attack, of course, if he doesn't stay away from you. But if you hit him, you might disable him pretty much easily. So technically, I do know a lot about the technical aspect of the game, about the striking aspect of the game. I learned a lot when I started visiting the best MMA dojo in the world, which is Ahile MMA Gym, and I'm extremely grateful to the coach Ivan Đorđević-Icko because of that. Jeet Kune Do used these oblique and leg kicks to start and set up, absolutely, and there is a good reason and background for using them to start. And the reason for using them to start is the fact that You must create an opening. You must create some space. And my piece of advice, if you're using an oblique kick, or if you're using a jumping side kick to the knee, as soon as you do that, step drag backward. You must create some space or you're gonna get taken down. Yeah, he was light years ahead of the game. Yes, I agree with that. But I'm telling you, if you're going to do that instantly create a space. Step drag backward instantly, or step backward, or move to the side. I know it's not the philosophy of Jeet Kune Do. The philosophy of Jeet Kune Do prohibits you to move to the side. I know that they are focusing on central line strikes, etc. If you don't move away of the central line and miss an oblique kick, you're fucked up against a guy with good MMA wrestling. Believe me, I've seen that on my own skin. I've felt that on my own skin. So I'm just telling you from my personal experience. I'm not making facts up. It happened when I was training with my sparring partners, when they were showing me those lovely boys from Achille, and they were showing me you can so easily get taken to the ground if you miss an oblique kick. So if you're gonna land it, but do not miss. Vlad, any more swearing and I'm putting you in timeout. Oh my God, I love this guy. I really love this guy. You're the king. Enter the Dragon. Bruce Lee demonstrated Jeet Kune Do and he used grappling and blocks. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I know he used grappling and blocks, but I'm just saying if you wanna what I wanted to say. Grappling and blocks are good when your opponent is rocked, but like counter grappling and counter locks, I'm not sure how much is that going to work unless you hit the moment. So it can work if you're very skillful, but if you're predominantly stand-up guy, that would be awesome. You would be a challenger in UFC 4. I haven't played UFC since 2014, man. I don't have PS3 since 2014. UFC 4 I only played with my friends. And the video you just saw, these are old videos. Like these videos are 11 years old. They restored it today in my old PC when I brought it to PC store. So man, when I saw these videos, I was like, oh man, nostalgia. I was so nostalgic. And from time to time, I will publish some of those videos. JKD has problem with wrestler like Dagestani wrestler. Jeet Kune Do, absolutely. And that's the greatest downside of Jeet Kune Do in the mixed martial arts. But Jeet Kune Do is highly, how to say, highly useful, highly good for this. How many fights is there on this card? As much as I know, 12. Oh, thank you, man. If I win my 10-piece parlay, I will send you PS4 so I can kick your ass. Okay, fair. I haven't played UFC 4 for played it with my friend like 4 years ago. Okay, fair enough. That's okay. I can accept the defeat from you. That's okay. Fair enough. Romanov moved again. Really? Did he? The way I see, there is 12 bouts on the card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I see 12 bouts on the card. You can open topology link. What do you say? Okay, deal. I can accept the defeat. That's not a problem. Just at least when you send it, let me learn at least 3-4 days, and I can accept the defeat, so fair enough. I told you the last time I played UFC 3 Undisputed was in 2014. And I was recording those videos just for fun, And today I opened at my old PC that I haven't opened like for ages. And I said to myself, I was having those videos. Then I went to the PC store. I was just, guys, can you just find those videos? Because they were deleted. I don't know what happened to them, but they were able to restore it. And I've opened it. I'm like, whoa, man, this was so awesome. Max Holloway saw his character do a move and he performed it in his next fight, and it worked. That's awesome. That's awesome. UFC 4, I only played few times. Full card parlay, expect for Levy. I am fading Levy fight. If you ask me to pick a side, I would say Levy to win, but I'm fading that fight, man. I'm very scared about Levy fight, so I would pick him, but I'm scared because Levy is so unpredictable. You saw what happened against Rafa Garcia. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And in 2014, my UFC 3, my Sony PlayStation 3 stopped working. And I could have paid for the repair, but back then I was moving. I've just moved away from my home, moved away from my parents. And, I was not in the mood to fix it. Then I gave it to somebody. I don't even remember who I gave it to. I forgot. I gave it to somebody, but it was spoiled. It was broken down. It was not working. So I think I still have UFC Undisputed 3 and Fight Night 4. I do think. Maybe. I think I still have them, though. I will have to check when I come home. Jared Gordon shaved his head again. Again? Whoa. Yeah, those PS3 video games, I think I still have them, but I'm telling you, and UFC 4 I played like 4 years ago at my friend's place, but he also doesn't play video games anymore, so, and I don't have friends anymore, so, but okay, I'm eager for it, why not? I mean, it's okay if you're like UFC 4, PS4, why not, man? If I ever grow a lot, but like a lot, I will start playing video games. If I grow a lot. If I can make this the source of my incomes, but my main source of incomes, then I will start playing video games. I mean, why not? The problem is the fact that I'm moving a lot, and that stops me from creating a lot of content and being more aggressive, like making a studio. I'm really traveling a lot. I'm traveling from my parents' house to my parents' house. I'm traveling through Serbia because I have some obligations, and I'm not always at the same spot as well as you could have seen. I do travel a lot. That's one of the reasons why I don't have a studio. It's easier to me to carry a laptop with myself. I know it affects quality. I'm aware of that. How are you, Andre? But I can't wear the whole studio inside of my car. It's just not working that way. And it's not that I don't have money to buy the equipment. Yes, I do. I mean, I can spare enough money to buy the equipment, but that's the problem. I'm really having very dynamic style. I'll never forget how easily Aldo schooled both these guys. That's true. He really schooled them like they were average Joes, and I was so impressed by that. I'm glad that you liked the previous video where I played with CJ like 11 years ago. So, no, really, guys, I'm gonna send you this video. So tell me what do you think? Like 11 years ago, I made Carl CJ Johnson, and you will see in the video number 2. You will see in the video number 2 how it looks like, because in this video I kinda this was my first video, so later I changed his colors, etc. I found it in my old PC. I just edited a bit, so I instantly became nostalgic. So I hope you love those kind of videos. I do like that because just like James Lynch, I'm a very nostalgic person. I'm like, okay, you have those new games, etc. But it's like UFC. I know this is not the best recording quality because I was having some kind of a weird camera back there. I was very poor back then. I didn't have money. I literally just. Literally, I was recording 2 months before I moved out from my parents, before we had that extremely big argument, before they blackmailed me for something. So then I moved out. I didn't even want to carry PC with me. I was literally, that year, 2014, it was brutally hard for me. Hello, JJ Tolsk, how are you? Please, I found some videos that I recorded 11 years ago. Please tell me what do you think. Also, super thanks are available starting today, just to know, JJ Talks. So even if I'm not live and you plan to make a donation, you can always do it even when I'm not live. But on uploaded videos, not on streamed videos, only on uploaded videos. But just to know, they allowed me that option today. So this is like a positive step up, very much positive step up. Like I was making, thank you, JJ Tolsk. I was making, how to say, Carl CJ Johnson. If you majority of you played the GTA San Andreas, and I made like Carl CJ Johnson back then. It was super popular video game. And I think this is the first video. Carl CJ Johnson didn't look much of himself, etc. But when I upload video number 2, you will see that I hit the colors of the Grove Street gang, and that I really did a great job with Carl CJ Johnson. So, but when I upload the second video, I will try to upload it tomorrow if I have time. But literally, today's day is so brutally rocky. I would like to tell you that I have time tomorrow. I can't lie to you guys. I need to make BFL predictions. I've seen now that BFL is gonna air, so I really need to give you predictions. Oh, thank you, JJ Tolsk, man. You rock, man. Hello, Dennis. How are you, man? How's everything doing, man? How's your life been? So thanks a lot. Yeah. So starting today, we are going to have great relations. What did you think of Fury versus fight? My daddy was watching the fight, and literally as soon as the bout ended, my daddy started writing at the chat. I'm like, you never write in the chat, and my dad was like, oh, what a demolition magician by Fury. My dad says that White won 3 rounds, but Fury knocked him out cold. No, I didn't bet on that fight, but I picked. Thank you, JJ Tolsk. But I picked Fury to win, and I said it was going to be Fury inside the distance. So I was definitely right. When I asked my daddy for the pick, my daddy said that Fury was going to win. Hold on, I'm gonna ask him right now. Just wait a second. I'm gonna ask him right now. Hold on. Ej, pitaj koga si birao za Fury White, ko da pobedi? Koga si mislio Fury White će pobedi? Ti si za Fury rekao, jel? Okay, I asked my dad. My dad is telling that he picked Fury inside the distance or Fury via knockout. I thought White was lucky to be given 1 round. My dad believes White won 2 or 3 rounds. He was attacking more. He was more aggressive. That was my dad's prediction. I said Fury to win straight. But yeah, I just asked my dad. He said he told me Fury KO TKO, but sorry, I'm forgetting a bit more because of those meds. So please don't get mad at me. Like those meds are like literally playing with my brain. So yeah, I'm forgetting a lot, but that's what my daddy. Good pick from your dad. Yeah, believe me, my dad knows a lot about boxing. But I told you, for my dad, there is only one martial art: boxing. He's like classic old style school. You know, the first fight he has ever watched was Jake LaMotta, I think in 1959, I think, or 58. Hold on. I'm going to tell you which was that fight. I don't know exactly. He told me, but when was that fight? Jake LaMotta. This was the first fight ever that was aired in Serbia. Yeah, he was a kiddo. Jake LaMotta versus Al McCoy. That was the first fight he has ever watched in 1954. He was a kiddo back then, but they were like so hyped on that. Everybody here were like hyped on McCoy because that was the first ever boxing fight that aired live on TV in Serbia. Jake LaMotta versus Al McCoy was the first fight he watched. And my dad is like, man, that LaMotta was a killer. It was a first round knockout. I'm like, Dad, it happened in 1954. What are you talking about? He said, yeah, I was 2, 3 years old, but man, it was the epic fight. I remember every single move. And he even described me what happened in that fight. I was like, all right, Dad. And then I opened that fight like maybe 5 years ago. I found it somewhere. I don't remember exactly where I found it. It was like 5 years ago. And it was round one KO exactly the way my dad described. I'm like, man, LaMotta fought in 50s, in 40s, and you still remember him. And he said, of course, man. He said, of course, man. You don't know what's boxing. Boxing has a lot. Boxing has extremely long tradition. I'm like, man, how? And he says for me, no, 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 no. MMA is too harsh sport for me. Too brutal, too much of a brutality. Too much of a brutality. I do see it as a very, very, very brutal sport. And I think there is too much brutality behind it. So he is telling me that there is too much brutality behind it. And yeah, uh, just to reply. Yes, LaMotta was a great fighter. Sorry, I had to respond to one of the great guys, one of the great fans that I have. So yeah, technically yes, I do agree. I do agree on that. Yeah, there were many high-level fighters, and I really much enjoyed that fight. Also, my daddy was a huge fan of Carlos Monzon, and now from new fighters, he's he's pretty much high on. He's pretty much high on. How is he calling that guy? Yes, he likes Fury. There is another guy he really likes. Um, hold on. Yes, of course I know. I love MMA Guru, man. I love the MMA Guru. MMA Guru is a friend of mine. I love the guy. A lot of respect for the guy. He helped me a lot. Of course I do know. I love the guy. Um, hold on. Oh man, I forgot. Hold on 1 second. Uh, okay, just to remember. My dad is a big fan of Artur Beterbiev now. Yes, Artur Beterbiev, the Dagestani Russian fighter Artur Beterbiev. He is a big fan of Artur Beterbiev because of his powerful hands. Of course, I know who is the MMA guru. A lot of respect for MMA guru. A lot of respect for the guy. I mean, he helped me when I was nobody, and that's something I will never forget. Like people can say whatever they want for the MMA guru, but the guy knows to help good people. So yeah, his power is scary. Yeah, he's saying that Artur Beterbiev reminds him of. Reminds him of. Hold on. How is that guy? George Foreman. He reminds him of George Foreman. That's what he told me. Yeah, Foreman with yes, George Foreman. Foreman with better footwork. I agree. Foreman with better footwork. That's what he said. Foreman with better footwork. That's him. Foreman with better footwork. Do you think Ngannou will fight Fury? I don't know, man. These are just speculations. I think he can't beat Fury in boxing, but if he wants money, why not? Why not, man? If he wants money, why not? That would be a great choice for him. Yeah, it could be a great choice for him. Who you got, Levy or Breeden? Very hard fight. If I must pick a side, I'm gonna go Levy, but just if I must pick a side, I'm gonna go Levy. But very hard fight to pick. I'm actually fading that fight. Honestly, I'm fading that fight because Levy is so brutally unpredictable. Well, just. Hey, Joe Matus, how are you? Midas like King Midas. Before those lines blow up, Collier stops Arlovsky. Bad at as we speak. I'm on my way to putting 2K down on our round and volleyball parlayed. Whoa, Joe, meet us, right? Joe, meet us. Hold on. Meet us, right? That's okay, man. We're always here to learn. We're always here to, to get into the spirit of things. So, how's everything doing, man? How's your life been? I know you're very busy. I know you have a mortgage and you're pretty much busy guy. And that's like, I mean, I understand you as a family person. That's the priority. But you're finding time for this chat. It means a lot to me, man. It really much means a lot to me. So it really, really means a lot to me. I respect guys like you. You're in the break at work. Long guy, long guy. Meet us, right? Or might us. I know. Sorry, man. Like we can read like meet us, or we can read like might us. Not sure. Not sure how. Sorry, man. English is my third language, so please don't get mad at me. Meet us. Well, beautiful wife too. 2 kiddos. Awesome. That's awesome. But you're working for 60 hours and find the time for the stream. It's like it deserves nothing but respect, man. I mean, those people are pretty much necessary in our lives. Like you. You said it right the second time. Might us, Joe. Might us. Right. Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm telling you, English is my third language, so nothing personal. I like the America, but some words are very hard to pronounce, especially when you're coming to Bulgaria, Serbia, Balkan Peninsula. Two beautiful Spanish Syrian kids and too much work. Yeah. That's awesome, man. That's really awesome. How old are kiddos? I've never asked you that. I know you mentioned that earlier, but or you didn't. You said you have two kiddos, but are they small or they are like bigger kiddos? But okay, I know. I got it right. Yeah, might us. That's okay. I guess you have to work a lot since you work 60 hours. I assume they are very. 3 and 5. Oh man. You're finding time for this chat with two small kiddos. I don't know, man. If that means something to you in Bulgaria, that's a sign of respect. I don't know how do you treat that in the United States of America. In Bulgaria, that means like sign of respect. It means like instead of respect, when somebody does that, it means respect, bro. Like a fucking dog. Oh yeah. I know, man. I mean, I don't know how family people are able to deal with all the pressure and respect, my friend, respect. Yes, respect, man. A lot of respect. I don't know, man. I mean, way to go. I don't know how you handle all those obligations and all those stuff. It's probably never easy. I know it's probably never easy, but I don't know. You are those people are kind of magicians for me. It's simple, we are gangsters. Simple for you, hard for me, man. I mean, I don't have a family. I'm not against family, don't get me wrong. Of course, I like when somebody has a family, but I don't know how you like work 60 hours. You are from time to time in this chat. You hang around with your wife, with your kiddos, at your work. You're busy all the time, and you're still okay. That's science fiction movie for me, but maybe one day it's not gonna be because right now I'm drinking some meds and I'm pretty much slow paced. I wish I had more time to study tape. Yes, I know, man. I was busy today, extremely busy. Hello, JJ Tosk. How are you doing, man? How's everything doing, man? Thank you so much for tuning in again. I'm probably gonna be when I have people to talk. I can stay a bit longer. I mean, I can stay until 10 p.m., which is for additional 30 minutes. So when I have fans to talk or discuss about, I can stay for longer. That's not a problem for me. That's never a problem. And did you get the chance to buy ginger? Yes, actually, we do have ginger. I'm going to. Okay, you must give me 1 minute to scan those prices. Okay, we actually do have ginger here, and I plan to buy it tomorrow. I must open this up. You see, this is the app I'm opening for this. So hold on, I'm just checking how much ginger costs. Oh, sorry, man. I have to ask my mom that. Hello, that. Okay, JJ Tolsk, I have to ask my mom how much that costs because it's not the same in every market. Just give me 1 second, okay? 1 minute, I will be off. Okay, I will be off 1 minute. Just wait. She knows how much it costs. I think it's around $10, $10 or $12, but just a second. She bought it last time. Just a second. Znam na tome, zato je pitam koliko je, jer oni kažu 14 funti kod njih, kilo džumbira, odnosno, pa da, 2 funte džumbira, to je kao naše kilo, 14 funti košta kod njih. Ok. Hold on. No, I'm at them right now. I visit them from time to time, but I live alone, but I visit my parents when we have holidays. This is the price. 2.2 pounds or 1 kilogram of ginger is around $6 to $8 here when you have a discount. I'm right now at my parents, but yeah, I told her how much that costs, but she has those discounts. I don't have them. If you don't have a discount, then it's like 10 to 12. The same amount. But my mom has tons of those coupons, discounts, and when I want to buy something, I give her money, so it's cheaper, because she has tons of discounts because she is like retired. She is over 65, and they give them discounts, but we don't have discounts. Then given with the discount, 6 to 8. If you don't have a discount, $10 to $12. That's like how much it costs. So yeah, I asked today, but they didn't have it in stock, So the easiest way, it's not easy to find ginger here. So the easiest way is to give the money that I earn to my mom, and she buys it. So everything is so expensive. Yeah, man, extremely expensive. Like, here is extremely expensive. I don't know how it is in Finland and in other states, but it's very, very expensive. Like, prices are growing rapidly, especially since this damn fucking war started. Hello, there, the dude. Sorry. So what do you think, bro? Brown and Hoivel. Laser guided heat seeking missile parley. Brown and Hoivel. Brown and Hoivel. Sorry, I haven't seen the message. No offense. Brown and Hoivel. Okay, just give me 1 second, okay? Just need to see something. Hoivel, yes. Brown. Also, taxes here are very high. Here too, believe me. I like the odds, Joe. Taxes are very high here too, but there is one good thing for freelancers. We were having terrible law earlier. Now, until $530, which is 64,000 dinars, you pay no taxes. Above that, you have some, they have some table of taxes, but more you earn, higher tax you get. Like if you earn, for example, $1,000, I think tax is around $150. If you earn $2,000, tax is like 450, maybe even 500. I mean, more you earn, higher tax you pay. But under $530, you don't pay tax here. So this is like, okay, well, I mean, we are pleased. We freelancers are pleased. We were having terrible law earlier. Hoivel, Vexis, Schnell, and R. Brown out technical scales, Williams. Odds are here. But I mean, I'm paying taxes, of course, that I'm paying. But I'm just saying here, if you're under $530, you don't pay. You pay no taxes at all. Are you ever planning to have kids, Vlad? I'm going to be brutally honest with you, and I'm sorry because I'm telling you this, but you know that I'm curing PTSD and anxiety, which is combined PAD, progressive anxiety disorder. If I ever cure this, then I would be eager to think about that, because the problem with my disease or with my mental state is the fact that we don't live for tomorrow. Like we live every day, like it's the last one. We don't have plans and potentials for tomorrow. We don't even think about that. But would I like to have that? Yes, if my awareness changes, I would be eager. Of course, if I find a normal woman, if I find someone I can get along with, somebody who can tolerate me and who is not going to pressure me to have state job, etc., etc., who is going to support my dream to become the best Bulgarian YouTuber in the world of MMA. I already am the best Bulgarian YouTuber in the world of MMA, but I'm just saying, what do you mean? There is always a tomorrow. Yes, there is always a tomorrow for normal people. But now I'm telling my diagnosis. People with post-traumatic stress disorder and with anxiety disorder in combination, they don't have tomorrow. We live for the moment. We are fighting because we believe in better future, but we live like every day is the last one. We don't have plans for the future because some zones and some plexuses in our brain and body are damaged due to sometimes they are damaged because of some hits or some traumatic experiences. I recommend you to read this online. Read this. Please read this, and everything will be clear to you. I mean, I could discuss that all day long. I have no problem talking about that, but you will better understand if you read yes, trauma. If you read by a certified expert, if you know what I mean. I mean, there are many experts who write that way better than me. I can try to explain, but maybe I'm going to be a bit off point. Maybe I'm not going to explain properly. So, but in general, symptoms are like that those people don't plan tomorrow. Would I like to have them one day? If I have a normal wife who can tolerate me and who can just tolerate my dream to become, I already am the best Bulgarian MMA YouTuber, but I wanna go higher, if you know what that means. I wanna go a bit higher. Anymore right now, you know, I wanna go higher. I'm not saying that my appetites are growing, but one huge guy who changed my life told me, listen. If I would try to be, and he's right, if I plan to be the best in Serbia or in Balkan Peninsula, I'm fool. And I am a fool if I'm trying that. My community is based around the Western world. We need to grow together. What age are you? What, 34? I have had sleep paralysis at least 30 times in my childhood. Worst thing I have ever felt, but I still believe in the future. Whoa, sleep paralysis, man, that's scary. Are you okay? No, really? No, I'm asking you a normal question. Are you okay, man? This is terrible. Both tired and depressed. Kind of hard to say whether it's tired or depressed. Let's say both. What type do you have? You mean my picks? I picked Tatsuro Taira to win, and I picked Alexander Romanov to. I picked Alexander Romanov to win and Tatsuro Taira to pick. These are my picks for that card. I was thinking about putting Philly, but I didn't. I didn't put him in the parlay. This is my parlay for this weekend. Yeah, Tatsuro Taira and Romanov. What type do you have? What type of what are you asking for, the picks or something different? I have PTSD and anxiety, the combination of PTSD and anxiety. That's my mental state. If that's what you're asking, I'm not sure what you asked, but I'm trying to respond. Oh, I'm glad you're fine, man. Sleep paralysis is like, I can't even imagine how creepy that is. Thanks God I have never had panic attack. I'm saying thanks God, man, I have never had that. Thanks God I have never had that, and better for me, believe me. Better for me. I have never had panic attack or sleep paralysis, and I know it's brutally hard to handle. So I'm glad you're fine, man. It's so scary. I know somebody who had sleep paralysis, and it's everything but a pleasant experience. It's so it's nerve-wracking. He was explaining it when we were talking about that. He explained to me like he was dying in his dream. I'm like, man, okay, I've heard enough. I was so scared when I was listening to that. I just told him, listen, man, no offense, but I've heard enough. It's like, I'm gonna puke if you continue talking this. I mean, I had nothing personal against him, but I'm like, his story was very, very scary about sleep paralysis, and you had 30 sleep paralysis. I don't know, man. Congrats on beating all of those. I mean, I believe you had, but if it's so scary like that guy says, then you are, I don't know, then you are Spetsnaz, man. Or, I don't know, MI6, SARS, Navy SEAL, whatever. Well, I had like 2 of them in my life. Only 2 of them. Ooh. So, is it scary or? Luckily, never had sleep paralysis and panic attacks, thanks God. Never had, but I was having illusions, hallucinations. I was hearing voices. I still do hear them, but not that much. When I'm on meds, not that much. So it was a scary experience, I assume. I saw things that were not there, and it's horrible. Oh, me too, believe me. I've seen many things that were not there. That's why I'm now on meds, man. So I was mostly seeing dark entities, spirits, but I knew like it was impossible. Zombies. or some scary things, or like somebody swinging at me, wants to hurt me. Thank God it's over. I'm saying the same because when I'm taking those meds, I have hallucinations maybe once in 15 days, which is awesome, which is really, really awesome because I was having hallucinations every second day. So I wouldn't wish that even to my worst enemy. That's something I wouldn't wish even to my worst enemy, if you know what I mean. But this was the the problem with PTSD. PTSD was creating a problem. So like they were telling me that's because of PTSD and that I get over. How do they say? I like something. I get overexcited due to some kind of damages in structures. I don't know, and then it happens. Your garden looks so cool. I see it on your TikTok. Oh, thank you, man. That's actually my dad's garden, but thank you so much. Everybody's saying that. Do you have schizophrenia? I hope you don't mind me asking, bro. Yes, I know what you're asking. They were doing some tests and they said that I'm very close to schizophrenia if I don't take meds. But if I take meds, it can stay on PTSD for a very prolonged period of time. And I was like, did I have schizophrenic episodes? Yes. But doctors still say that I'm not schizophrenic, just a guy with a very strong PTSD combined with anxiety disorder, which is called progressive anxiety disorder. But did I have schizophrenic episodes? Yes. Yes, I did. But doctors say that I don't have schizophrenia, so that's what my psychiatrist said. I'm like, I can't say yes or no. And no need to excuse, man. We are normally talking. I mean, my doctor told me that if I don't talk about my problems, that it's gonna get worse. So this is helping. No, this is helpful. Why would I ashamed of that? Keep going, Cowboy. Once I begin, you will be welcome to come for breakdowns, fight companions, or just to have a conversation. Always eager for it. Always eager for it. And my doctor told me that, talking about this needs to help you. I hope you're fine, brother. I only saw things like planes and weird cubes in my dream, not while awake. Praying has helped me so much also. Really? I didn't know that. That's awesome, man. No, not in my dream, man. I was seeing it live. I have never had lucid dreams, man. But I was seeing that live, and I was awake. I was seeing those things, those planes, cubes, entities. But you know, the fact is, what's funny? I'm not even a religious guy. I'm agnostic, so that's even funnier. Thank you, Niall. Thank you. That's even funnier. You were awake. I didn't know. I didn't understand you, man. Sorry, I didn't understand you. No, again. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm forgetting a lot, so please don't get mad at me. These meds are like, what did you? I don't know how to explain it. I know what you mean. I know what you mean now. I know what you mean. I misread it. Man, like this forgetting is killing me literally. Okay, I got used to it, but I have to stay on those meds. 10 more minutes. Hold on, my dad is calling. Just 1 second. Дасть минута još. Može? Дасть minuta još. Ej, ko je od starih boksera bio omiljen? Ovo jedan pita, došao od klasične škole. Je bio Mate Parov možda? Mislim da zna. Svetomir Beović, sad ću je napišem. Okay. Dreams, half sleeping, but I was awake. Yes, I know what you mean by that. Tell your dad I said hello. Yes, I told him that you said him hello. And I asked him about his favorite Yugoslav boxers. These are his favorite former Yugoslavia boxers, Mate Parov and Svetomir Belic. I told him, dreams I started having months ago were being on a bus on an icy road and the driver is driving fast and the bus is sliding. Also strapped to the outside of the back of a plane that takes off. Ooh, that looks scary. But I rarely have, terrible dreams. I rarely even dream, that's funny. I very rarely dream. Sometimes in the morning I had no idea if it happened. Sometimes I don't remember anything, and some people tell me that I was talking some random things and screaming, kind of like a demon. Man. I was also having those kind of episodes when people were telling me like, "Why are you yelling? What do you see?" And nothing was in that room, It was just my imagination. But I was confident that something is in the room, and people were like, "Vlad, there is nobody here. What's here? What's happening with you?" Like, but it was happening to me earlier, prior to starting taking those meds. But interestingly, whenever I'm on the open, it has never happened. It was only happening when I was in the house or when I was in the hall, or it has never happened, for example, at the soccer pitch. Never. So that's one of the reasons why I can ref without problems. No, but in closed space, it's a problem. Every time I go to church, my problems go away. It's really awesome, bro. It just feels so peaceful. Have you ever visited a church? Yes, yes. My I don't have friends, but one of the guys that I'm very close with, he's a huge fan of the church, and we went a few times. And you know what how do you say? What did priest say? The priest said that I had no demon experiences, etc. And he also told me to visit psychiatrist. So that's like, but it helped me. It really helped me. It really helped me. He also told me to visit psychiatrist. He told me, listen, the church is. We can't help you much on this. Please go visit the doctor. It will help you. And it really helped me. Those meds really helped me. But if church helped you, that's okay, man. That's awesome. If it helped you, of course. I mean, I'm not against any method. I like if it's helpful, it's helpful. For example, if it's gonna work for you, it's gonna work for. Maybe it's not gonna work for me. I don't know. But when they were giving those meds, they were like analyzing my blood type and some other things, and literally those analyses lasted forever. So there's no way they made a mistake about meds because they are adjusted to my blood type, and literally they analyzed every single aspect of my body, so my body cannot reject them. There's no way my body rejects them. But you see this alopecia areata, you see this. That is the consequence because of one med that I'm taking. But I'm not ashamed of that. I'm a person, right? We are all the community. Why would I be unhappy because of my physical look? I mean, we are talking about the greatest sport in the world. We are talking about positive things in the world. That's what my doctor told me. Why would I be? If people don't accept me here, there are people all around the internet who are going to accept me. I mean, this is the greatest community in the world. Why would we even let somebody interfere? No, why would we do that? We understand each other, and that's the most important thing in the world. That really is the most important thing in the world. Literally, that is the most important thing in the world. We understand each other, and that's awesome, man. That's awesome. 5 more minutes, I will be live. Then I need to go to sleep. So I just have some obligations tomorrow, and yeah, I know it kind of sucks, but I had to go to Soccer Federation tomorrow because I need to give them some report, and I don't know, long shitty story, but I need to get into the spirit of things tomorrow. Like, yeah, kind of sucks, but that's the way it is. Do you have a hard time waking up in the morning? Actually, no. I wake up pretty much easily. Only, when I have a hard time. When I, for example, don't sleep. When I don't sleep for UFC. When I don't sleep for that night of the UFC. And next night, when I go to sleep, and next morning is brutal. I do if I have school, that's it. Well, I also did when I had school, so I understand you. I saw a video of Dustin talking about how he can't breathe through one of his nostrils. Makes you think how hard it is to be a fighter. Extremely hard. Believe me, extremely hard, especially if you have nostril problems. It's very, very hard. Especially if you're allergic to some plant, for example. Just like me, for example, I am allergic to, how do you call it? Hold on, I'm gonna give you guys. I'm allergic to. I think you call it. You call it like this. When it flowers, I'm literally coughing like a maniac, and I have to move to Bulgaria. Then I have to move to Bulgaria when it flowers because I literally can't breathe. No matter what I do, I can't breathe. Sometimes I put the alarm off once, even 10 times, and remember absolutely nothing. It's crazy. I have to put my phone far away so that I force myself to wake. It must be extreme deep sleep, probably, man. But I don't have a hard time waking up. Get annoyed when I have a cold and one of my nostrils is blocked. Dustin has that forever. That's a harsh life, man. I don't know what to tell you. That's very much of a harsh life. So not an easy thing to deal with. I'm gonna tell you that pretty much confidently. Not an easy thing to deal with. I know it's hard to live with something like that. I can assure you that. No. Do you smoke weed? I don't smoke weed also. I also don't smoke weed. I'm not a hater. I don't even smoke cigars. It's like that smell is... No, that smell is killing me, man. I'm obsessive compulsive too, so cigars would... I have nothing against smokers, but cigars would poison my privacy, you know, my private space. For example, this room, I consider this room a private space, so I believe cigars would poison this private space. My nose was like that for about 2 months after I got hit and it was bent. I would just try bend it back in place, and one day it was good. That's great, man. I'm glad your nose is back on track again. The smell is killing people, literally. Me too. Me too. I'm OCD, man. So if it's like if it's a problem in the room, like if there is a bad smell in the room, I can't sleep. I must clean it. I can't sleep, or I must open windows. I know people would have a hard time with that, but sorry, they're just me. I can act, but that's me. I can act, guys, but that's me. I got nothing against smokers. I mean, don't get me wrong. Even against weed, I got nothing against it, but I simply can't smoke. My body cannot tolerate it. My body is pretty much heavily against it. What about when you go to bed? I have to wait so long before getting sleep. I'm taking some meds, so I'm usually sleepy around 11 p.m. But because of meds, I don't have to wait for a long time because those meds are given to regulate hormones, and I'm having some hormonal issues. Since I'm taking those meds, I'm pretty much going early to bed. But believe me, earlier I couldn't sleep until 3, 4 a.m. and it destroyed me, man. It was destroying me. It was literally killing me. So these meds are pretty much helping me. Very, very much helping me. But prior to that, I was having so big problems. And thanks God those doctors discovered those meds. So glad we discussed tonight, guys. It means a lot to me, you know. You really, really are awesome. And really are awesome. And this was pretty much a great chat, a great discussion, and I will now have to go to sleep. I have to take a bath. I'll go live tomorrow as well. It depends, but probably no tomorrow. On Thursday, I will probably go live. Tomorrow, probably no. I'm having some obligations, so maybe I will just go live during the day for BFL, but very short live. But I think Thursday I will go live, but I will let you know everything. I will. Tomorrow, probably not, but Thursday, probably yes. What time is it for you? 10 p.m. in Serbia. Have a good one, man. Have a good one too. Thank you so much for stopping in my chat. And tomorrow probably not going live, but it's like 50-50. I could never sleep that early. I know, man, but sorry, but sleep well, brother. I hope you see some good dreams. Thank you too. I'm taking some meds for sleeping. I must regulate my hormones. So the whole this year is gonna be fucked up. So sorry, guys. Peace out, guys. Have a great day. And tomorrow probably not going live. Maybe something in the day for these BFL predictions, and that's all. I don't think. But on Thursday I will probably go live. So I will. You can expect me Thursday live in the evening. Have a great day, everyone, and night night.